making me scared of everything. For unnecessarily overthinking what I'm thinking. Every time I think about something that I don't wanna think about. You, anxiety. You ain't a friend of me. Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, karibu sana. My name is Jillian. I talk about food, faith and finances. You also learn so much more. If you like this kind of content, kindly consider subscribing. The subscribe button is over here. First, I'd like to shout out a few people. The first person is Douglas. Douglas is my brother. Uh, he's always commenting on all my videos. Thank you so much, Douglas. I really appreciate it. The next person is Rachel. She's my friend and she has really helped me grow my channel in the past few days. We have gained a lot of new subscribers. Thank you so much. Today I am going to talk about mental health. I feel like mental health is something that is very crucial and very important, and there is a need to create more awareness of it. And actually I'm thinking of doing a series, and the first part of this series is going to be anxiety. I've suffered anxiety the past couple of years, but for the longest time I can remember, I used to think that I was just shy. That is in high school and all that. I used to think I was shy. Then coming to university, I think I started suffering from anxiety, and one of the things that made me suffer from anxiety is fear and uncertainty. I'm going to give you a story. I'm going to tell you guys a story of an instance that I had an anxiety attack. Actually, it's like a few months ago. It was actually last semester, and one of the units that we were doing, we were given group presentation. Our group decided that we are going to divide the work. Everyone is going to do like a specific part. Then I offered that I'm going to combine the work and prepare the presentation for the person who is going to present. So I hadn't prepared to present, I just prepared the presentation. Then after preparing the presentation, I forwarded the presentation to the person who was going to present. So I feel like she changed a few things that will enable her present easily, like to get familiar with the presentation and all that. During the presentation, for some reason, her mic stopped working, so I was told to present by my fellow group members, because I am the one who was close to knowing whatever was in the presentation. And immediately they told me that I had a panic attack. And you guys, I don't know if you've ever had a panic attack. Like, it's so bad. My stomach was rumbling, my head was aching, my heartbeat rose. It was just like poo 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 poo. And you guys, there's nothing that I could do about it, because the lecturer said she's going to deduct as marks, and that presentation was like 20% of the total coursework. It was so bad, it went so wrong. And even before I finished my presentation, I just left the Zoom meeting pretending that my network is off, and I didn't care what happened next. I tried to close my laptop and sleep, but I couldn't sleep because my anxiety, the panic had really risen. I couldn't sleep, and from that time I knew that I really needed to find a solution. You can let me know what you think about that on the comment section. Do you think that mental health is a problem for the rich and maybe the introverts? Just let me know what you think about that. So what is mental health? Mental health includes your emotional, psychological, and social well-being, and it can affect how you feel, how you think, and how you act. If you have mental illness, there's a probability that it will affect your thinking, your behavior, and your mood. So it's very important to take care of it, because all that makes up a person. Some types of mental illness are mood disorders, and on mood disorders we have depression and bipolar disorder. We also have anxiety disorder, which I'm going to talk about more in this episode. There's personality disorder, there's eating disorder, there's trauma disorders and substance abuse disorders and such kind of things. I'm going to leave a link that talks about mental health and the types of mental health on the description bar, so if you like you can check it out. Anxiety disorder is a category of mental illness that can lead to excessive nervousness, fear, apprehension, and worry. Anxiety is an emotion that is characterized by feelings of tension, worried thoughts, and often there's some physical changes like increased blood pressure. So yeah, you can check if you have such kind of signs. That means that you're suffering from anxiety. So some of the types of anxiety disorders that I've experienced are social anxiety disorder and panic attacks. There's also selective mutism, which affects children majorly, and this type of anxiety disorder happens especially when the children are like in new environments, like in new schools or new places, so they avoid talking to other people. That is because of selective mutism. There's also agoraphobia, there's also agoraphobia, and there's also generalized anxiety disorders. To me, overcoming anxiety is a journey, and I'm on that journey. Hopefully I am going to overcome it, and when I do, I'll really be proud, honestly, because I've suffered for so long. But in the meantime, I'm trying to manage my anxiety. So in the situations where I have my anxiety, when I have anxiety attacks, there are a few things that I try to do to cool down my anxiety. One of the things that I do is a slow breathing. And in slow breathing, like I try breathe in, breathe in, breathe out, like 3, 4, 5 times, and I feel like that lowers down my anxiety to some extent. Another thing you can do, you can stay in the present moment. Anxiety can also be caused by uncertainty of the future. Like I remember when COVID was announced, a lot of things shut down, and I felt like my world is coming to an end. Like I was feeling like, oh my God, is the world coming to an end and all that? Because I was thinking of a lot of these things that I had planned in my mind to do in 2020, and I was thinking that the world is coming to an end and all that. So you see, I was focusing on the future. So what I did to manage that was to stay in the present moment. I started focusing on school and being busy with school, and I started a business that helps entrepreneurs, because I'm passionate about entrepreneurship and raising and helping business owners. So another thing is to get to know your anxiety. So in this case, you try write down every time you have a panic attack or you have anxiety attacks and such kind. That will help you understand like what's your anxiety, what is causing your anxiety, and all that. That will really help you, because it helps me. For me, I try write down a lot of things. Writing down helps me get over a lot of things. So yeah, you can try it out. Another thing is to learn from other people. In this case, you can watch videos on YouTube. You can talk to your friends about how they manage their stress, their anxiety, and all that. That will help you like really learn a thing or two on how to manage your anxiety and to cool down in situations where you have anxiety attack. Give yourself some self-talk, like when you're I remember another time we had a presentation in class, and this time I had prepared so much for this presentation. So what I did was to tell myself Jillian, you can do this, you have all it takes. It's just 7 minutes, you're not going to die and all that. You've prepared, and yeah, talk to yourself. You can also affirm yourself. That will really help you manage your anxiety. So yeah, that is it for this video. See you on my next one, God willing.